Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Power of Not Knowing. I'm Sterling, and welcome if you're new here. Hi, if you're not new here. If you haven't listened to one of my episodes before, basically, this podcast is brought to you by a 23-year-old, almost 24-year-old who has no idea what she's doing with her life and wanted to start a podcast and a platform where she talks about things as she's going through them, and as she is me. So I'm just basically going through all the things that I'm like confused about, scared about, excited about, in hopes that other people my age or not my age who may be feeling the same thing feel less alone. And I'm taking you all on the journey of figuring life out because it's scary. Life is scary, and I don't want people to feel alone. So, yeah, welcome back to the podcast. Today, I am going to talk about taking yourself seriously. It's something I'm working on, and it's something I catch myself not doing. And I notice before I get into the episode, for some reason, I feel like this audio sounds so weird. It may just be me. I don't know. Hopefully it ends up sounding good, but I'm just gonna talk about my life recently just to ease into this episode. So this week has been I've been working a lot. Same old. My cousin had a baby, and he is so freaking adorable. It's so sweet to think that, like, we're in a time where we can have little babies. And I don't know. I don't want a kid right now, but I don't know. It's just so sweet. I saw the little baby over FaceTime, and I'm just so proud of my cousin and his girlfriend. Like, so sweet. Cutie little baby. I hope to meet him soon. But yeah, I've been working. Tonight I'm gonna go watch Smile 2 with a few of my friends. And the other day I tried to finish Smile, the original Smile, but I was watching it with Eric, and he went out of town this weekend. I didn't finish it. So I sure as heck am not going to put that on while I'm by myself. Like, I'm terrified to watch that by myself. So I'm just going to pretend like I know how the first one ended, and just going to go watch the second one with everyone. So I'm sure it's a really good movie, but I will not watch a scary movie by myself. Like, no, I will not be able to sleep alone. I will not be able to be in my apartment without lights on. I'm good. I don't get how people can do that. It scares me. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm finally off after a couple of days, and it was daylight savings today, so I felt like I finally got to sleep in and catch up on sleep. And I feel well rested. The apartment does look crazy right now. I'm going to get to that in a bit. But yeah, I made myself breakfast, made myself a coffee, oiled my hair, because I've been trying to be more consistent with oiling my hair, because that's something I'm so insecure about, is how thin and frail my hair is. So I've heard good things about oiling it, and every time I have to wash my hair, I try my best to like put oil in it and like massage my scalp and just let it sit there for a few hours while I'm doing other things. So when I got up this morning, I did that. I started laundry, and then I showered, and then I was like, you know what, as soon as I got out the shower, I was like, get ready for the day so you can record a podcast, because I always feel productive when I record a podcast. Like, afterwards, it's super easy for me to be like, Okay, I accomplished something today. So, yeah, this is going to kickstart me cleaning my apartment. Oh, my birthday is in a couple of weeks and I'm turning 24. Ah, I don't know. 24 is still young, but like 23 just seems so much younger. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm turning 24 in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited. I don't really have anything planned. Maybe just go out to dinner or something. Um, yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird that it's my birthday soon. I should do more things for my birthday. Maybe next year. But, so today I wanted to talk about, taking yourself seriously, because the other day I was at work and I work at a place where a lot of people who so I work at this smoothie place and it's super organic, super like healthy, high-end smoothie acai bowl place, super expensive, but it's in a part of Austin that's right next to this really expensive gym, and like the clientele who go in so happen to be a lot of people that I know from Instagram just because I follow them. And like it may be fitness people. A lot of them are fitness people and who do social media for like a living, or who are personal trainers or podcasters. Like Andrew Huberman came in and Glenn Powell came in, and like I don't know if anyone's familiar with like Bare Performance Nutrition, but a lot of the athletes from there, or Gymshark athletes, whatever, like a lot of people come in who I know. But I noticed the other day, I'm like, these people have podcasts and I could totally talk their ear off about it. Like I could be like, oh my gosh, like I love your podcast. I'm so interested in like getting my podcast known and talking about similar things. And all these fitness people too, where I'm like, oh, I love your content. I'm interested in similar things with like my Muay Thai. And I noticed that I stopped myself, or the other day, some people that I watch on like YouTube and follow on Instagram, they came in and I was like, I noticed myself stop myself from asking them these questions and talking to them, because I'm like, I realized I didn't take myself seriously. And the difference between them and me, I was just like, wait, I had to take a step back and be like, these people are human beings. These people are like normal existing, like we're existing in the same world. They're not anything special. Like there's not a difference between them and me, but for some reason I took them more seriously than I take myself as seriously. And it was such a moment where I was just like, I get that I'm not where I want to be, and I'm working at a smoothie place, but that doesn't make me any less of a person. And I have similar visions as these people, but it's just taking myself seriously and putting myself out there and having this confidence and aura that these other people have who do this thing that I want to do. Like, to me, I get nervous talking. No one knows. Not many people know that I have this podcast because I'm terrified. It's scary. And I slowly stopped myself from posting on social media because I'm like, oh, like I don't take myself as seriously. And I'm like, wait, these people have podcasts that pays their bills. These people post on social media that pays their bills. And it's not about the money per se, but it's about like, oh, these people take themselves seriously to make this their career. And it was such an interesting concept that I'm like surrounded by these people, but I feel like I'm on a different, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm serving those people, and it's very humbling for sure, but I'm just like, whoa. Would I take myself more seriously when I have a lot of followers or when I make money from this? Like, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, those people, the only difference between them is that they took themselves seriously when no one was watching. And they saw this vision and had this goal of who they wanted to become, and they didn't shy away from it because they knew that that's who they were and who they wanted to be surrounded by, and that's what they wanted to do. And it's very interesting because people come in who I'm like, whoa, like, I'm super inspired by them, and I want to be in their shoes. Like, I want to inspire other people with posting my fitness of Muay Thai on social media, but because I don't have all of these followers and this recognition, I feel I can't, like, I hold myself back from having a conversation and learning from these people because it's like I view them as not real human beings. I don't know how to explain it, but excuse me, I mentioned that the last podcast. I always have to burp when I'm filming. Maybe it's because I'm like breathing so hard. Like every breath I'm like anyway, so yeah, it was super interesting to think about it, and I'm like, all I have to do is take myself seriously. I'm literally existing in the same world that these people are. The only difference is this is their career, and I'm like, I can do that too. And I wanted to talk about it because I know a lot of people aren't in the position where they're seeing these people in real life and actually like when Andrew Huberman came into the store. Never in my life, like, I listen to his podcast all the time, and it's insane. He's so smart. I don't know if anyone has listened to it, but you should check it out. Like, so many people know about it. He's so smart. He was like a professor at Stanford or something, and I never thought in my life that we would be in the same room where I had the opportunity to be like, hi, hello, you're literally right here. Like, when I'm listening to these podcasts or watching these videos on Instagram or YouTube, I never in my life think to myself, oh my gosh, I'm gonna see them. And of course I would want to meet them, but I think in my head I would want to meet them as a person who is also doing that thing and who's also successful. But because I was put in a position where I'm not at that place yet, I didn't think I would ever put myself down in the sense of not feeling like I was good enough to talk to them and ask them questions and applaud them and share that I want to do the same thing. Because it's very like, it's a surreal moment where you're like, I want to be in the same place that they're in, but I'm not. Like, it's kind of like a reminder, like, you're working at the smoothie place. You're serving them. And that's such a silly thing. But also with my podcast, I want to be true and real, that it's what crossed my mind. And yes, a lot of people may not end up in the same room as these people that they look up to. And it's such a thing where I'm like, I'm so lucky that I have a chance to talk to these people. But as a person, whatever. So I wanted to discuss it because as I've been journaling about it these past couple of days, I wanted to figure out why this bothered me so much. And the key to being in a room where people see you and acknowledge you is only ever going to happen when you take yourself seriously and you realize that you are just as worthy as anyone else to have success in whatever field or career you want. I think it's hard a lot of times when it's not a career that everyone else wants, like not a traditional career, like being a nurse or being a teacher or being a lawyer. It's really hard when you aren't surrounded by other people who are doing the same thing, and it makes it seem like it's not possible. It's only possible for certain people who already have it. No one else is going to take you seriously until you take yourself seriously. And I know a lot of people are out there who have goals in their life to be fit and look fucking jacked, and they have goals to be their own boss and have their own business and not work for someone else and not have to clock in at a time that someone else picks and clock out at a time when someone else picks. And there are people out there who want to be their own boss, and I've always been drawn to that lifestyle of having the discipline to show up for myself every day and make my own money and have my own schedule and work for myself and not be accustomed to working for someone else and doing something exactly when they say and just being controlled. It's never sat right with me, but I am in that position still. And I am only 23, but I do have higher goals for myself. And in order to get out of that position, I have to take myself seriously and know that I'm worthy of being out of that position. And you're worthy of being out of a position where someone is controlling your life. And you're worthy of being your own boss and living a life that you are in complete control of. And it's really hard to see it whenever you're still working for someone else and you're still not in the career where you're making an income doing something that you want. But until you take yourself seriously and know that that lifestyle is completely possible for you, in order to get out of this cycle of this rat race of working just to pay your bills and having to work a job you hate and never really seeing a way out of it and feeling like your goals and dreams are on the back burner until you have more time, until you have more energy, until everything, the circumstances are perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. Life is continuing to go on. And until you take those goals that are on the back burner right now seriously, your life is going to be the same. You're always going to look at other people's lives and feel like, oh, I wish I could do that, or I wish that could be my life, and I wish I had that freedom. It has to be important enough to you to realize that 50 years down the road, you could possibly be doing the same exact thing you're doing right now. I know there's a lifestyle that you want. It could be traveling the world and getting to live abroad while you're in your 20s and you don't have as much responsibility. It could be moving to a new city and just exploring and making friends who have similar interests that you do, who you may not be able to be around right now in your current situation because you live in a small town with people who you have always known and with people who don't have the same mindset as you. And if a lot of people come up with excuses on like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that I'm not working towards it. But like, deep down your soul is craving something that other people don't see and you only see. But there are other people in this world who view life the way you do. And the people you look up to, you're more than worthy to be on the same playing field or learning from them. But you have to see yourself as worthy enough to take yourself seriously and put yourself in positions where you're getting to talk to those people and you're getting to be surrounded by people who do the same type of work that you want. It comes down to you just being the person who's in your way. People don't have to understand the lifestyle you want. They don't have to understand the kind of people you want to be surrounded with. There are people out there who are living the life that you want to live. And you're always going to be living this life that's very mundane and that's very unfulfilling. Being around someone who's truly happy with their life and truly fulfilled, who is surrounding themselves with other people who think similarly, they have this energy and this aura about them where it's like, whoa. It's very like mind-blowing and it's very like surreal to be like, whoa, we're living in the same world and you feel so happy and fulfilled and I don't feel that way. But it's like so possible for me to feel that way if I took myself seriously. And like that alone, that feeling and aura coming from those people who are doing something that they love, that's very like a slap in the face. Like, you got to do something. You need to change something in your life and do something you're not doing right now in order to feel that. Because it's possible for you to feel that exact way and be so happy with your life and be in control of your life. That's what I wanted to talk about. I feel like I sounded very like soft-spoken today. I'm chilling today. But yeah, something I've been thinking about, and it's not fun to share something that's very vulnerable. It's very humbling, but that's okay. It's okay to not be where you want to be right now. It's totally okay. You have a lot to learn and you have a lot of growth, and it's okay. You are not a failure for not being at that point yet. We are all slowly figuring it out one day at a time. It's not just going to come one day, and everything's not going to be perfect all of the time. But the confidence will come from taking yourself seriously and putting your goals first and putting yourself first. Sorry, I'm super chillin' today. And I'm not like, yeah. Like, some days I'm like, I have more energy, but today for some reason I'm just like, just talk. I feel like I'm talking in slow motion. I'm gonna go clean my apartment now because it's a mess. Thank you guys for listening. This is the power of not knowing. And next week, I hope to have way more energy. I will see you guys next week in the next episode. Bye.